I am in no mood to talk.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I would have us save as many lives as we can.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Precious little time.
I don't mind crowds, but the noise beats on me.
I'll take the night watcher with desk work anyway.
Looking for autism. Precious little times.
Lettering all day, it's tiring work.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
I've got to
Now,
focus.
This is a place to forget
I suppose I ought to earn my...
Soon as my shift's
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Svindemund Fionaro.
sono oio luntarma.
There's something strange about the way time passes here.
Indeed. Aught we once held to be true is now changed.
Is there no way to return things to how they were before?
At long last, if we make a cutting, from we can make our home in any, and though we may leave the arbor behind, I wish to speak with Father.
Hermen, Heruar Linta.
Ayu, fanamo ne metane.
Findelnar, nevea nolwende lis kemen. Morivin lis palan oio eromar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler, nun mor arta her. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne?
Morvani morivin, nevea tara morivin. Lis fa aldakar kemen yav morin garina like asar kemen ros iloratu anfir tara. Surne kemen ros herenon yav kuruir. Falis isil ro...
Nun lis amanda kill.
Herenon nun lia findelnar morivin orne osto. Firnis morivin. Morivin kemen tur...
Alcarwa fi ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme al... Sorne an fa meltol. Vanelin huror soron. Kasinke telpin lera nefir heranon, anne arta her firni...
Only time will tell whether the cutting shall take root. For now, let us make for the seafloor shrine.
No quarrel here. light above all else.
Nicely done. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Quiet that oil, and our enemy shall have themselves a roast dinner. I must have this brute has quite a temper.
I do not use their rage to
Easily done. Find an opportunity to retreat. I'd say we take it. It's our cowardice to know the victory is in.
Well now, I'm not sure. I will
Come close, no noise. Just one more push. Bring it down.
strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Quite the view from up here. Let me see how high I can scale.
Well done. What fell from the leaves was lost. You've been doused in oil. You must steer clear of fire.
Come to think of it, when I was an archer, I thought myself a master of ranged combat. Oh, laughable, isn't it? Now that I'm a warrior, naught shall stand in our way again. My steel will topple every foe in our path.
Some of us get confused. We'll train.
Oof. My pack. It's grown rather heavy.
Let's see. What can we do without?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow you. Where ought we to go now? Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
I cannot begin to fathom what happened during our time apart. Though I was unconscious, I could always sense your presence arisen. I was relieved beyond measure to find that our bond remained unsevered for all that.
Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum.
Shall we get some rest then? Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
Salma Aran. Alecano Nande. Salma Aran. Alecano Nande.
Ilem nun les canalen aliados.
Numi ondo, aninke, rami alti.
Alana firem nine.
Casinque telpe nun finaler. Laidalia anandor nun linta.
Nenamboe javstir ur kemen ros uruneteren, ne romen an artelpe minasvana.
Luintarmi kinalen meltol. Parantellumi an ne meltol linkan aldacar an fir nun fiammo.
Palan hiarmenran. Lis fa elorato ala. Nun mor arta her. Firnis an erumar nenwen mor aiwanon. Alcarwa fir nun iavstir lalastar. Nun falasmir maganano.
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say that you have saved me.
Your fight continues, does it not?
A moment long awaited. I knew it was only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
They do say good things come to those who wait.
Nambawi, this winning.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. We shall remain here.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Is aught amiss hereabouts?
Ah, my friend, if you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brandt?
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
Blessing. All this patrolling doesn't
It's a waste of time. No one's listening.
Our soldiers need better.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
I'm sure I can handle this.
Time to
Quite sure.
I'm always doing about a dozen things.
Someone comes looking for a fight, I won't say no.
Try all I might. I can't.
I'm surrounded
Look,
by
as
winter.
long as you're
Wondering if it's too early for dinner.
Someone's sweeping me off my feet.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. The end of the world. Are things truly so low? I am aware of the dragon attack on me. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. You would have me evacuate the city. Ever since the fall of Mel, the citizens of Vernworth have... If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we are... But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask them. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, his grace has been the one... If the people will heed it...
'Tis admirable how Regent King Sven has taken up command of the kingdom. We would be remiss not to offer him our aid.
Understood.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So you've come. Captain Brant has already apprised me of your... Truth be told, I had reached the safe. So long as we cower with it. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors, and the only remaining obstacle is my mother. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late... However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her I must put the needs of the Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals between you and me. I fear for her health.
Lurking about.
Polished it this morning.
It's a waste of time. No one is the source.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
Wonder if there's any...
I'm not trained for this.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine, and if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth. Be gone with you, and if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last... Begging your pardon, sir.
Is this enough to have avoided the work?
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of all of them to What are you doing? Put that away. No! Spare me! I fear for my life.
Well, reckon he... As a matter of fact, it didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by some puff. Anyhow, as long as I've got mine. And if that craven comes crawling back...
They say a crisis reveals one's true character. But that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
It was no great shock to me.
I must pull myself together.
The clouds have already swallowed so much. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign so that in truth, you sought to better the lot of our...
Ah, but I would have been... Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have... If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your... You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together...
Oh,
Mother, I beg you, join. I would not see you take your crimes. That weight is as much a...
My son, your kindness will save many lives.
Ah, you've returned. How you do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations.
My thanks.
Thank you.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
So, we meet again. A tad roundy, but I shan't.
I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away. Boots laced, well strapped. I'm ready for the session.
I have no issue falling. A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?